Right, we've done the front wheel, now we need to do the back wheel. We need to take the chain link out, slip off the split pin. That's quite a simple job to do. Click the chain off. That's it. Undo the nut of the spindle. Put Allen key in on the beta ones. Undo the nut. Slip the spindle out. You might need just a little tap with a mallet to start with. It usually comes out quite easy. Drop the wheel down so we can take the brake pads out. Use an Allen screw just to undo the Allen key. I'll brush off the pads with a wire brush that I just keep for this job only, and the brake shoes, just to brush any mud that's not come off in the jet wash. Clean the back of the pads off on a piece of emery, and then clean the actual pads off on a coarser piece of emery. Make sure they're nice and smooth and clean. Blow the dust off. Blow the dust or any muck that's inside the caliper. Pop the pads back in. Put the Allen screw back in. Make sure you tighten this up nice and tight. Tight. I usually put a zip tie in between the two pads. Makes it easier to slip the back wheel in because it's a bit of a fiddly little job. Not too difficult. Slip the zip tie out when the plate's gone in. Put the rear spindle back in after greasing it. And make sure it slides in nice and easy. It's usually a bit fiddly, but a little tap with the mallet to push it all the way through. Put the tensioner on. Slip the nut back on. You push the wheel right in and tighten it up slightly, so you can makes it easier for getting the chain on. Put the chain on. Usually goes on quite easily. Not this time. Butterfingers. Put the little chain link back in. Put the split pin on, making sure the open end is facing backwards, so it doesn't get flicked off when you get caught up in bits of tree roots or rocks or anything. Simple little job with a pair of pliers. Slacken the nut off and adjust the chain up. Both calipers need to be, both cams need to be the same, on the same little slots. Once again, tighten it up. Nice and tight. Check the back brake, spin the wheel and make sure the foot brake works. It's a good idea to slip off the timing cover to make sure there's no water inside, and also the carburettor, the float bowl needs to be drained off, because when you wash a bike off with the jet wash, it usually pushes water into the carburettor and the timing. You need to just blow that out, make sure it's nice and dry. The carburettor, you just drain a little bit of petrol through just to wash any water out that's in there. Screw it back up again. Just tighten it up. Take the tools away. Then if you can pinch a bit of Mum's pledge while she's out shopping, you can just polish the bike up. Makes it look nice and new when it's finished. So when you start your next trial, everyone thinks you've got a new bike again. Doesn't take long to do. All nice and shiny. Put the pledge back in Mum's cupboard. Put up the prop stand. Lower the bike down. Take the security springs off. Lift the bike off. All nice and shiny for your next trial. Job done.